somebody can figure out like what's next, that's going to go online after video. Like what's the next big thing that'll do it? It's like start whatever that is, start working on it today.
3D printing.
Printing flashlights.
Printing a car at home.
But I had a crazy thing. I thought of you as soon as I had this conversation, Gus. I was in my car, and I got a phone call, and it was from like Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm like, I don't know anybody in fucking Las Vegas. So fucking I'll answer it. So I answer my phone. There's a pause, like a 2 or 3 second pause after I said hello. And then a woman comes on and she goes, hello. She goes, is this Burnie Burns? And I said, yes, it is. And I immediately knew I was talking to a telemarketer because I know that pause means
the call's being connected. Yeah.
Yeah. So what they do is it's a robot dials you, and then when somebody answers, then they connect you to an operator, and then they push you like.
Is that so that they don't have to wait for you to pick up?
That's exactly right. They push it through like something that's called like a whisper. They come through like that, and that's how the operators get that stuff. But nobody's sitting there dialing.
The sweet spot is hanging up during that pause.
Yeah, you should just hang up when you hear that pause. But she says, "Hello, is this Burnie Burns?" I go, "Yes, it is." She goes, "Oh, hello. I'm calling today." This is exactly how she sounded. "I'm calling today to talk to you about your vehicle, which may be eligible for a new extended warranty." And I was like, "Oh God!" I said, "Is this a computer?" And she goes, "Oh, do I sound that bad today?" And I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "I'm so sorry." I said, "That must have been so insulting." I did the explanation I just did, where I was like, "I used to run call centers, so I'm used to voice response systems." And I go, "And your initial hello, and then when you said it, anyway, I apologize."
And that influx is also very robotic.
Yeah, it was. So exactly the way she was talking, it was like little pauses and stuff that didn't sound exactly right. And just she laughed and she goes, "Okay, well the reason I'm calling is about the extended warranty on a vehicle. You might be qualified for an extended warranty." I said, "I know what you're calling about. I get calls about this thing all the time. It's my truck." I said, "I'm in the process of selling my truck, so I don't want an extended warranty on it." She goes, "I'm sorry, you don't qualify." And I go, "Are you a computer?" And she goes, "What makes you say that?" I go, "You're not saying no." She goes, "I guess I'm not." And I was like, "Can you just answer the question? Are you a human or are you a computer?" And she goes, "I'm sorry, you don't qualify. Thank you." And hangs up. And I was like,
my God, you don't even know.
I don't know. I don't know if I talked to a computer or not.
That's a computer.
It had to be a computer.
Because you know that, what's it called? That
and her
website?
first response was, "Do I sound that bad today?" She didn't say no.
Right.
So it had that built in. And
so it's just a smart robot.
Well, you know that website, I forget what it was called, where you could actually talk to it and it was like a human responding, but it was actually just a robot?
Cleverbot.
Cleverbot.
Yeah, Cleverbot.
That's basically the human equivalent of it.
But it was a voice one.
Yeah.
I mean, it like totally... I have never had something where I didn't know I was talking to a machine.
They call that...
and she made me double-check myself.
That's referred to as a Turing test. Where if you're
Turing test, yeah.
Yeah, if you're having a communication with someone, like let's say Cleverbot, and if you can't tell if it's a person or if it's a machine, like then it passes the Turing test, which is like a test to determine artificial intelligence.
I thought that as soon as I was done. You know what else I thought about it? I thought this is like Blade Runner. I'm like, you're walking through a desert and there's a turtle. Do you turn it over? Because that's the whole thing in Blade Runner. They're trying to figure out.
That's the exact scenario. How do you fucking remember that?
I fucking love Blade Runner. Who doesn't like Blade Runner?
I love Blade Runner too, but I wouldn't like when you say it. I remember that.
Yeah.
But there's no way if you'd asked me what it was, I would have remembered that.
And the guy's a great actor too.
Wait,
it's so aggravating.
Why did she even call you if you didn't qualify?
Because when I said the explanation, I'm selling my truck, so I'm not even going to have that vehicle anymore. She goes, "I'm sorry, you don't qualify." And I was like, and then sent me back. I go, "Wait a minute, like, are you a computer?" Because what makes you say that? And I said, "You're not saying no." It was like she was literally avoiding the question.
It's either a computer or a woman who just loves trolling people.
It could possibly be that, Barb. It's totally possible.
Which is like, if I was a telemarketer, I would totally do that.
I don't know, but we're at a point now with technology where it could have been. I felt like it was a computer.
I would have stayed on the line hoping that she would eventually repeat herself.
No, she hung up on me.
Hung up, yeah.
She disconnected.
Yeah.
You got hung up on by a robot.
I know.
Or did
you should tell the other story
I apologize.
You apologize.
I apologize to a robot for being rude.
Tell her.
Like, "I'm sorry, you fucking metal hunk of junk."
Tell the story about how technology made us stupid in New York.